So we're going to talk about pregnancy and the changes it brings to a human body even after giving birth. Pregnancy on its own is a challenging trip. I call it a challenging trip because a whole 9 months of you carrying your baby is a long trip. In fact, when you get pregnant, you anticipate your delivery dates and you keep waiting and waiting and wishing it's going to end soon. Like, when I found out I was pregnant, I was so happy. I have this app that I use, Flow, to track my pregnancy, and I was also using Baby. Hi, I've forgotten. If I remember, I'm going to put it here. It's very popular. I was using one baby app like that. It was helping me track the development of my baby, and that made me eager to see this bundle of joy. Now for me, my pregnancy was a very smooth one. I did not have any issue, aside the fact that I had to be on bed rest because my previous miscarriages and whatever I went through before I got pregnant led to closing my cervix before childbirth. Yes, so around 3 months they had to close my cervix. I was always on bed rest from month 1 to month 3. When they did that, another continuation, because we don't want a repeat of what happened before. Me, on my own, I decided that whatever hospital I'll be going to, I'll take caution, I'll take measures to prevent what I had experienced before. So I decided that I'll tell my doctor about my history. Also, please do not hide anything from your doctor. Do not hide anything from your gynae. It is for your own good. No matter what you've done in the past, just come out clean with your gynae so they can help you out. So I mentioned everything to him and he was fine with it. And then I insisted I wanted to close my cervix, which we did. That was the sacrilege we did eventually. So I eventually closed my cervix and I was strictly on bed rest. That was the only thing I knew about my pregnancy that kept me on the bed. Aside that, I was okay. I did not feel any symptoms. You know that sickness that people talk about, they fall sick, throwing up, or can't do this, or can't take food down there. I did not feel any of that. It was very, very smooth for me and I enjoyed it. In fact, I'm very thankful. All the times I was pregnant prior to this one that I gave birth to my son, I don't throw up. If I must throw up, it's just once. Maybe maybe my tummy is reacting to one food like that I ate. That's the only time, I think just once, that I threw up in the course of my pregnancy, and everything has been fine. So we'll be breaking this into 4 sections, which are going to be basically the before birth, the physical changes, before birth, the emotional changes, and then after birth, the physical changes, and after birth, the emotional changes. I don't know if you get it, but let's just dive into the video proper. Okay. So let's talk about the physical changes that comes during pregnancy. Obviously, the bump is going to shoot out. You might get fat. I was fat. Your nose would definitely increase. I don't know if I have pictures, but if I do, I'm going to insert it here for you guys to see. Your nose will definitely increase. I don't know if it's for everybody, but for me, I'm just going to talk about my own experience. My nose increased, and it did not just increase from the beginning. It was not that big from the beginning. It was increasing towards the end of my pregnancy. Your breast is going to increase in size and in weight. It's going to be probably ×2 what it used to be before. Your hands would increase to the point that you will not be able to wear your rings. Yeah, your legs will be swollen. Mine got swollen towards the ending of my pregnancy. I was not having that swollen leg throughout my pregnancy. It came towards the end of my pregnancy. Your shoe sizes are going to increase. Those are the changes you should take note of if you are considering being pregnant. If you're a first-time mom and you're considering being pregnant, these things that I'm listing are physical changes that you would definitely undergo. There are other things that you would experience physically. Like me, like I said, I did not throw up, but there's morning sickness. Let's not take it out because I did not experience it. People experience morning sickness. So there's morning sickness. There's that throwing up stage. There's that sickness that, you don't want to, like my friends that experience this morning sickness thing, their experiences, when they try to explain it, I cannot relate to it, but they went through it. Like, I can't even imagine being on drip just because I can't eat. Two of my friends that got pregnant last year, they experienced this thing. They've given birth, thankfully. NK, if you don't know her, I'm going to drop her handle on the screen. You can go to her page so you see her pregnancy experiences. And you know, it's so emotional because anytime she tries to explain about her pregnancy, she's always crying. And you know, I can't relate to it because I did not feel anything. I'm among those people, you can call us blessed. I'm among those people that did not feel any sort of discomfort with pregnancy. But this girl went through it. The first 3 months, you can't call her because of how she feels. She's irritated with conversations on the phone. She can't take food down. She can't eat anything. She lost so much weight. She's constantly throwing up. Even to take drug was an issue. I can't relate to it, but then there's this thing called morning sickness. So just be aware that you might experience morning sickness, or you might be among us that don't even experience any of these things, but there's something called morning sickness. So just be aware of it. So yeah, that's just what is about the physical changes. You just get to see your body transform from what it used to be into another type of being, like another type of person. Yeah, that's just it. Just moves you from who you used to be into a better person. That's how I feel about pregnancy. I really do love pregnancy because I don't have challenges with it. So I really wish that I can just be getting pregnant again. But the economy of this country is not even helping somebody. So you cannot be wishing that you want to be pregnant anyhow. Okay. So yeah, let us move into the next segment, which is the before birth emotional changes. You have mood swing. I mean, you have mood swing. Today you are happy, the next minute you are sad. Today you want this, the next minute you are... There's mood swing. I had that a lot. I can easily get angry. I can easily be overhyped, like too happy and all. I remember an instance that happened because of my pregnancy. I cook a lot. I love cooking. Like, wake me up anytime, I'll cook. But in my pregnancy, I stayed away from the kitchen. I did not enter the kitchen at all because I was told not to stand for long. And you know, when you're cooking, you're standing for a very long time. I love cooking. So my husband came and complained to me that he's not enjoying the food, that the food is not delicious. You guys, I burst into tears. I said, what am I doing on the bed? What am I doing on the bed when I can cook food? Why will you be complaining that you don't like the food you're eating? Like, I started crying. I was wailing. I was crying. My mood was just all over the place. Like, tell me why I'm crying because I did not cook for my husband, or because my husband said the food that they made for him, he doesn't like it. So pregnancy comes with mood swing. Have it at the back of your mind. If you're intending to be a mother, have it at the back of your mind that there will be mood swing. Today you're happy, tomorrow you're sad. Today you're in the mood, tomorrow you're not in the mood. In fact, today you might be in the mood, you're not in the mood. Like, you might be in the middle. You are just confused. Expect it. It also comes with the hormones, with you being pregnant. There's also anxiety. You're worried about the outcome of your body or what the baby will be. You are anxious. You're always on Google. I mean, Google is your friend. You're always checking one thing. If you feel one type of way, the next thing is Google. If my baby is not moving, then they'll release things for you and you'll be extremely anxious. So there's anxiety. They expect it. It's going to come. Like, for me, I was always, because I was too anxious and because I had waited 5 years before getting pregnant, the hospital that I used, I made sure I was seeing my baby at least 2 weeks till I gave birth. I was seeing my son 2 weeks till I gave birth because I just wanted to calm my nerves down. And then when I got to my 6th month, I was too anxious because of my past experience. I'm going to talk about that later in another video. And I was scared at the same time because I was like, what if it happens? What if I lose my baby again at 6 months? But the grace of God, God saw me through that stage. There's anxiety. Also, please talk to your doctor. They have the best advice to give you. My doctor was so nice. I talk about him every time. I recommend people to him because he's good. He advises me. He tells me, Madam, leave Google. If you have any issue, come and tell me. So His name is Dr. Gabriel. I talk about him everybody knows Dr. Gabriel at this point. I use Dr. Gabriel to scare my children if they are annoying. If they are annoying me, I use Dr. Gabriel to scare them. So Dr. Gabriel was very kind to me, and he took me and held me by the hand and said, this pregnancy you carry full term. And the advice I got from him, how to do some certain things in the course of pregnancy, helped me. And so I scaled through the anxiety stage without stress. But there's anxiety. There's always anxiety. Be you first time mom, be you 10 times mom, there's anxiety that will come into play. There's also excitement in the sense that you can't wait to see your baby. You don't know, what will your baby look like? Will it look like the dad or the mom? Will your baby have hair? You know, all those things that are super exciting. You know, the clothes I bought for this baby, I hope they'll size them. I want the baby to wear this. You know, that excitement. There's excitement that will come in the course of a pregnancy, and I bet you this excitement is going to come from the day one to the end of the pregnancy until you hold your bundle of joy. As for me, I was too excited. I was too excited that when immediately my baby came out, they took him to clean him up. My husband was like, why are you not excited? I say, excited? I'm excited and shocked at the same time. Like, a whole being came out of me. It's me after 5 years waiting for me to be called a mother. I'm already shocked. I was shocked. I couldn't talk. My husband was just staring at me. Just told them, hope she's fine. And then they were trying to close me up, like so down there. And I was just shocked. And when they brought my son back, I held him. I kissed him. God, that excites me, that I have been wishing for this for the longest time. And here it is now. Here is my son. Oh my goodness, I cried. I was not able to breastfeed because of excitement. I was not producing breast milk. I was too excited to produce breast milk. That was the disadvantage of being too excited. Physical changes, I think number one is going to be your breast. It's going to change. Whether you are breastfeeding or you are not breastfeeding, there's going to be that change that would happen. The change is going to be either in size or in weight. In size, in the sense that when you're breastfeeding, your breast is going to keep increasing because you're trying to, you know, get milk and all. But I think in weight, that's after breastfeeding. You're going to lose the weight of that breast. It's going to reduce. Some people just shrink, some just loses weight. It's just there, you know, after breastfeeding. But those are changes that you would experience after childbirth. Number two for me, because I'm using myself as an example, is hair loss. I lost so much hair. I am still losing hair. The length of my hair is gone. My edges gone. In fact, I'm considering cutting my hair. But that doesn't mean you would experience it, because pregnancy comes in different forms, and I think even the changes comes in different forms too. So you might not lose your hair, it might be something else, but this is my own experience. I lost so much hair and I'm considering cutting it off. But you can refuse to cut yours, you can allow yours grow, you know. But I'm tired of mine, because every effort to make sure that the hair is growing is void, is not working. It is not working. So there's hair loss also, as the changes you would experience after childbirth. There's also loose skin and stretch mark. I see stretch mark as a badge of honor, because your body has gone through a lot. It has stretched in the course of you trying to groom a baby inside of you, and you shouldn't beat yourself too much about it. But then look at where you're coming from. Look at where you started this journey from. You started from it being like blood and then turning into a human being that breathes. Your body has gone through it. So having stretch mark, I just think it's just a reward. See it as a reward for birthing a child, a reward for bringing a child into this world. It is not easy. It's not everybody that goes through it that comes out of pregnancy with a testimony. So if you have stretch mark, appreciate it, embrace it as your reward for birthing a child. There's also postpartum bleeding. So for postpartum bleeding, it is basically you shedding out those blood that are left inside of you after childbirth. It is nothing to freak out about. Like if you keep bleeding, I think the maximum time should be like 2 weeks or a month that you bleed. So if there's this tip that I want to share with you that would help you with postpartum bleeding. Take a lot of hot water and also use tummy wrap if you did not undergo CS. If you did not undergo CS, use tummy wrap and then drink hot water. It's going to help you relieve the blood clots from inside there and, you know, flush out dirt from your body system. I don't know if you get it. There's something that these Igbo people do. They make this pepper soup that you can take, and then it helps you flush out the dirt from your system. Igbo people do that a lot. So yeah, you can also, if you are Igbo, you know what I'm talking about. But if you are not, if you have an Igbo friend, can ask them maybe when you get pregnant next time, or probably if you're currently pregnant, you just ask them to help you with the recipe, or probably make it for you so you can take after you've birthed your child. Now we're going to talk about after birth emotional changes. Like I said, women are supposed to be celebrated like every given minute. No matter what, that's how I feel. That women are supposed to be celebrated every minute, every second, because they go through a lot to bring forth a child. Your body is going to change. So many things are going to happen just in the course of you trying to give birth to a child. So I think we should be celebrated. Don't you think so? There's postpartum blues. This is just you being overwhelmed with everything, with the pregnancy, with everything that comes with pregnancy, with everything that comes with childbirth. You're tired, you're exhausted, you want to work out on yourself, you want to just go away from the child, you know. And it becomes very bad when your partner doesn't understand how you feel. So for this to fade out eventually, I need you and your partner to understand that there's something called postpartum depression, and there's something called postpartum blues. Once your husband understands this, you people are good to go. Because there was one time Cassie talked about something similar on her channel, and I watched it, and she was like, after the woman gave birth, she fell ill, she fell sick. She fell sick to the point that she lost her mental sense, and then eventually she died. It is very serious that your partner understands you at that point, just so it can help manage the postpartum blues, postpartum depression. It can help manage that situation as it is happening. I think he should just try to make sure that you are happy, you're comfortable, you know, you are okay mentally. No, let there be so much love in the air. I don't think if you have these things flying in the air, you will be depressed. Yes, mom guilt. I want mothers that are watching this video to comment in the comment section. Tell me you don't feel bad when something happens to your child. Like you don't feel bad to the point that you feel like, I'm the cause of this thing. Assuming I didn't do this wouldn't have happened. You get, right? Because in my previous video, I'll drop the link up here, I also talked about it that when I sent my son and he fell, you know, and injured himself, I felt really bad. I felt like the world should just end. I felt like I shouldn't have even sent him in the first place. Maybe I should have gone. Maybe I should be the one that would have injured myself. That's mom guilt. It happens. It happens to the most women that are giving birth. It happens. So please, you know, as we're trying to heal, don't hold back these things. They are meant to happen. They are going to happen. You can't even control it. In fact, my son is 2 years old now, and I still have mom guilt. Want to let you know that it's controllable. You just feel that type of way, and you know, eventually just hug your child and you feel good. Lastly, there's joy and love. I mean, when you're already carrying your baby, there's so much love and joy. You want to just shower on this child. So there's love and joy after you've carried your bundle of joy, after you can now hold your bundle of joy to yourself, you know, kiss this child, hold this child. As a, for somebody who had waited, you know, me eventually carrying my child meant so much to me. I mean, it's not somebody's child that you cannot shower so much love on. You get, you can express love, but there's this type that it has to be yours for you to be able to experience it and explain it better. So for me, I was too excited. I had so much love to share to this boy. I was all over the place for him. I will go any extent just for my son. You know, that's the joy, that's the love that you have after childbirth for that your child. Imagine the clothes you bought for this child, you eventually wore it for the child, and he's looking cute in it. I mean, why won't you be excited? Why won't you be happy? That's what I'm talking about. There's this joy you feel holding your bundle of joy that you've carried for 9 months. Eventually, like last na me carry this pikin for hand. So you know, that's unexplainable. If you're a mom, you know what I'm saying. If you're intending to be a mom, I bet you are going to experience this. You won't even want anybody to hurt your child at any point. That is how excited you are about your child. Motherhood is a journey full of surprises, you get, and it is incredibly rewarding. So if you've gone through pregnancy, please share with me in the comment section your experiences. I want to know what you experienced, and if you know I missed out some things in what I listed, please let me know in the comment section so we can talk about it, because I believe people go to the comment section to learn from our responses. And also, if you are intending to be a mom, this is me telling you congratulations from my heart, because I believe God that after watching this video, God is also going to bless you with your own bundle of joy. Now, do not forget to subscribe. If you've watched up until this point, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a huge thumbs up, comment, like, you know, share these videos with your family and friends. You don't know who needs to listen to this and, you know, be encouraged. Thank you guys so much for the constant love once more, and see you guys in my next one. Bye.